Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the AEW Blood and Guts Wheeler Yuta figure from Jazwares. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is actually pretty impressive, and by that I mean I think they really nailed the likeness to Wheeler here. Just overall, and what I mean by that is honestly the buck here, the form, the kind of model of his physique, I think is pretty much dead on. And you get a lot of kind of action figurification of people, especially wrestlers with wrestling lines. But he's got his arm backwards. But yeah, here I think they just pretty much nailed it. And not only that, but the likeness is really, really good. And this is the bloody and yelling face, so it's a little bit more distorted. But we'll look in the next section. Like even the neutral faces, I think, pretty much look spot on. And yeah, so beyond that, the gear looks great, nice and clean here for the pants. All the colors are nice and vivid. Definitely a fan of that. The sculpt on the shoes is excellent. We get the nice gold strap here at the top. I thought that was a really nice touch. We do get the soles actually painted, which adds a little bit of a dimension. We get some blood down here. Obviously, we got blood all over the, kind of base body of the figure, on the hands, so just really nice there. I think they did a great job here with the kind of bracers, gauntlets pieces as well. You got the ties going here. Actually, I took these off. These might be on the wrong arms. Maybe not. But in any event, just really good work. And yeah, even got some blood on the back as well. I can see Yuta. So just awesome stuff here. Really fantastic looking figure. We get a really nice loadout of accessories here, so let's jump right in, and we're going to start with hands. So right out of the box, we do get a couple of our C grips, and then we get a pair of fists. And these are the same fists we've seen with multiple figures. They always seem a little small to me, and they still do here. I just don't know. I forget. I don't know who they originally portioned these for, but yeah, they seem a little tiny. But again, we've seen it time and time again. It totally works. Then we get 3 different head sculpts. So as we looked at in the last section, we do get the bloodied yelling head, which looks fantastic. Really like the sculpt and paint there. Then we get 2 of the same head sculpt, just one bloodied, one unbloodied. So we get the bloodied face sculpt, which looks very, very good. Really like the pattern of the blood going on there. And then we get the unbloodied. And honestly, I gotta say, this is probably top 3 likenesses, I think, for AEW figures. Like, they did a really phenomenal job here. They just absolutely captured Wheeler's look, and yeah, that's fantastic. Makes you really happy for certainly Wheeler. But it's just unfortunate with this that we don't get an unbloodied torso, because that makes this not make quite as much sense, I guess. And I'm kind of echoing Nick Storm from Australia's review there, where just, yeah, I kind of wish there was an unbloodied torso here in hands, because that doesn't really make sense. It also doesn't make sense with the next accessory, which is the jacket. And yeah, he wouldn't be wearing the jacket after he's all bloodied. So, and they did a phenomenal job here. This is made of this kind of faux leather. It's got this nice bright yellow. It looks just like what he wore. It's not lined, but it might as well be. Just really fantastic representation of the jacket he was wearing during this era. And yeah, that's awesome. So he does. I think there was another Wheeler Yuta figure already announced, so we will get something. We will get a bloodless torso at some point. Maybe that's why, because maybe his mainline figure will not have the jacket. So I guess we'll see. But then final accessory here is the ROH Pure title, and very nicely represented here, nice and shiny. I really like the Ring of Honor belts. The silver with the red just really pops and looks very, very nice. And you got some nice details going on there. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance here are beautiful, and again, highly unexpected just how good it is, because like freestanding kick took no effort to get into. Love it. So, lots of range, and yeah, so head is a ball hinge, so we're looking all the way up, we're looking all the way down, with no tilt. We don't really have any give in terms of the underneath of the sculpt there, but we do get rotation, of course. For our arms, we are hinge and swivel. We're coming just past our T, not quite a Y, but almost there. We do have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows bringing us to there. We do have hinge and swivel the wrists, all horizontal. Then we get ball joint at the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist, which gives us a nice amount of crunch, nice amount of arch back as well, though be careful, there is definitely a little bit of gappiness, but again, that's kind of, as I've said in various reviews for other figures, like that's kind of what gives you that range. So that is a trade-off. That is just physical space. So, and you get your rotation from that diaphragm joint as well. So there's that for our legs, full splits, totally beautiful, love it. Front kick, full 90, perfect. We get thigh swivel, and we get some swivel on the ball joint as well. So insane amounts of range there. Double jointed knees bring us to here. We do get a shin cut. So we get all the way around there. For the feet, these joints are actually the detents are insane on mine. I don't know if this is how all of them are, but we get some really nice point. We get a wee bit of forward, and then tons and tons of rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other AEW figures. With some other wrestling lines. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally with Articulate Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the AEW Blood and Guts Wheeler Yuta figure from Jazwares is that this is a great figure. Just really, I'm impressed, and I know I've already used that term here, but like honestly, there's a level of detail here, or attention to detail rather, that is usually reserved for the larger stars, for want of a better term, where they're featured more on TV, etc. But I think again with a face sculpt, the fact that the torso pretty much is perfect for Wheeler Yuta. Just that soft goods jacket, the belt looks great. Just everything here like lines up in an incredible way. I'm actually very excited for his mainline figure. I'm a Wheeler Yuta fan anyway. He's been one of my favorite wrestlers to watch really develop, and especially with Blackpool Combat Club kind of come into his own and be just more aggressive, more of a heel. And yeah, just it's been fun to watch. It's a great figure that kind of I think complements him in his progression very well. So I cannot recommend this enough. And definitely check out more of Wheeler Yuta's work if you have not. Unfortunately, I came back into being a fan of wrestling kind of right after he stopped basically performing a lot, like kind of a hop, skip, and jump from where I am at the White Eagle in Worcester. And I'm kind of sad that I missed out on that, because now he's on the big stage, and yeah, that's just awesome to see. It's just, yeah, great. I cannot recommend this figure enough. I'm kind of rambling here at this point. It's very late. So yeah, actually, absolutely recommend it. It's still available on Ringside. It's the price is right. It's absolutely worth picking up. So if you're a fan of Wheeler Yuta, if you're just a fan of these Blood and Guts figures, which has actually been kind of one of my favorite sublines for AEW, definitely pick this up. So I'll have a link in the description below if you're interested. And beyond that, I just hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, of course, and more. So yeah, come on back. Let's escape the world for a while and just, look at toys and have fun. So ultimately, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.